in any case of a future military escalation or military conflict between the United States, Israel, and Iran, if you're the United States of America, if you're the USS Abraham Lincoln in particular, and you want to safeguard your carrier strike group and utilize your carrier strike group to the fullest extent possible, first and foremost, what you're trying to do is you're trying to neutralize the IRGC's Navy. And the best way to do that is to destroy and go after their onshore command centers, right? So, as many of you know, especially those of you that have listened to some of my previous strategy breakdowns, I'm a huge believer in the preemptive strike. When escalation is imminent, when all forms of diplomacy have failed, and all forms of rhetoric fall short to deter a threat to the Western world, to regional stability and to our peace, the best way to act is by a devastating preemptive strike. And some of the most successful military operations, not just globally, but within that specific region, have depended heavily on the concept and the strategy of a preemptive strike. So if you want to utilize the US Abraham Lincoln and its many attributes and many combative elements it has at its disposal, you go after the onshore command centers of the IRGC's Navy, right? You want to disrupt their command and control structure from the onset, destroy some of the most sophisticated cruise missile launch sites, ballistic missile launch sites, artillery launch sites, as well as their centers of what I just said for the command and control. You come after their commanders, you go after their warehouses, you go after their storages, and you just try to cripple them as much as possible right from the get-go. Now, yes, of course, many of you might say, but the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, it's like you said before, it relies on asymmetrical warfare, right? It relies on small vessels, hit-and-run tactics, area denial operations, economic pressure by closing the Strait of Hormuz, harassing naval vessels, harassing civilian vessels, all of that. And yes, all of that is true, but still, even asymmetrical units and asymmetrical military elements need to a very extent, rely upon a proper and solid command and control structure. If you take away the command and control structure and you back that up with electronic jamming, you go after the systems, you go after the radars, you go after the electronics, then obviously their job, even as an asymmetrical force, is going to become significantly harder, especially against a technologically superior adversary.